Soundcore are back with a brand new release, and this is the Sport X10, and it's a brand new pair of sports true wireless earbuds, and I'm really excited to bring you this review today. We're going to be checking out the pros and the cons as usual, and I'm going to be giving you the information that you need if you're thinking about picking these up. And if this is the first time that you've visited the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you found the review helpful today, hit that like button and leave me a comment below. So with all that said, let's get into the review, and starting off by looking at some of the key specifications. So like I did say, these are sports earbuds and they have got a rotatable ear hook, and we're going to be checking out to see how these fare when it comes to sports and activity later in the review. These are IPX7 waterproof and sweatproof rated, so you cover for your working out and for all weather. They are hybrid active noise cancelling, so we'll be checking out the performance on that as well. These guys have got a body moving bass via a dynamic acoustic system. So as you can see there, Soundcore have got a new tailored design to give them that extra level of bass to fuel those workouts and to give you that dynamic sound that we've all come to know and expect from Soundcore. And we have got an 8-hour playtime on the buds, with 32 hours in total, including the charging case. So pretty good when it comes to the specifications on paper. Let's have a look at the actual design itself. So starting off with the charging case there, as you can see, it's a sort of medium-sized pill-shaped charging case, and we've got a nice little feature there where you can press the button on the front to open the lid. That's pretty nice, that works nicely. Quite a good sturdy lid there as well. And then when it comes to the earbuds themselves, like I said, they have got a rotating hook design, and this is going to be what gives you that extra security when you're doing your workouts. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say this design is excellent. I think they've really nailed it when it comes to this design. For me, these have been very comfortable, very secure when working out, when running, when walking, and I've not experienced any fatigue issues whatsoever. So I think this design is really, really good. Bit of innovation there from Soundcore, because we haven't really seen this on the market before, and it just holds them in place without causing any discomfort. So full marks there for the design. When it comes to the ear tips, these are sort of a semi-deep fit. I would suggest sticking with the Soundcore tips in terms of security. You can use SpinFit 360s quite successfully if you want to, but I did find that did affect the security, although it did give a better seal. Perhaps an option for listening at home where you don't need as much security, and it works fine for that. So overall on the design, comfort and fit, really impressed. The only thing we're missing here is wireless charging, but I think with everything else that we're getting, that is something that I can accept at this price point. So really good stuff there. Moving on to performance. Like I said, these guys are hybrid active noise cancelling, and as you can see in the app there, we have just got 3 modes. So we've got a normal mode, we've got the hybrid ANC mode, and then we've got transparency mode. So you haven't got that adaptable and adjustable ANC that we have seen on other pairs of Soundcore earbuds, but you know, it's doing the job. It's equivalent to something like the indoor mode on something like the Liberty 3 Pro, so it isn't the strongest setting, but it is doing a good job in terms of reducing some of those lower rumbles and certainly some of those mid-range frequencies as well. So quite impressive really for the price. When it comes to the transparency mode, pretty average overall, doing the job, but I would like to dial it up a little bit and maybe have a bit of adjustability built in as well. So all in all, the ANC probably isn't the one thing I'd recommend these for. They are doing a decent job though, and it's good to have these modes, particularly when you're working out, when you're doing your activity, because that gives you that flexibility around either blocking out your surroundings or indeed letting them in. So moving on then to talk a little bit more about the app. So we have got the Soundcore app supported here, so that's a real crucial positive thing with this product. We have got that usual customization when it comes to controls, so I am able to control everything. As you'll see there, these are button control, so it works quite nicely, just located like you can see there on the top of the bud. It's almost like a pinch and press, and it works quite well. The button could be a little bit more clicky, but overall I've not had any problems. We have got can enable single press, which does allow you to control everything. So really good stuff there from Soundcore, and you know, great to see on this pair of buds. And then moving on then to talk about the sound quality. So again, just starting with the app, as with all of the other products that you might know from Soundcore that do have this support, we have got the various equalizer settings. We have got the customizable EQ. So the control is really in your hands in terms of how you want these to sound. But just to break it down a little bit further, these guys are coming out with a seriously dynamic sound. As with other Soundcore products, these don't sound the best out of the box, but once you get in there and tweak the EQ or the preset to your liking, you're going to get them sounding fantastic very quickly. So for me, I have gone in with a V or a W shaped setting on the EQ, and they are sounding very nice, very dynamic, very impactful for workouts. The bass, you know, you can push that bass as much as you want. Obviously, we mentioned the dynamic acoustic system that they've got inbuilt on these, so that's really working. You're getting some nice crispy highs as well, and the mid-range is nice and rich. So I am highly impressed with these for the price. Just to give you a bit of context, these are coming in probably the third best sounding pair of Soundcore earbuds. So you've got the Liberty 3 Pro and the Liberty 2 Pro kind of as your top of the range in terms of those, you know, dual driver setups in there. And then you've got the Liberty Air 2 Pro sitting just under there. And then, you know, for me, these are sounding the best after that. So these are, you know, they're in the top 3 or 4 Soundcore earbuds. For me, the sound quality is improved on the likes of the Life P3 and the P3i. So highly impressive when it comes to sound quality, and you know, really responding fantastically well to the EQ. So like I said, you can make these sound how you want them. If you need to dial the bass back, then you can do that. You know, and equally, you know, with the treble and the mids, you can tweak that to your own needs. So great stuff. Great to have the Soundcore app in place. And it's really, you know, helping to make these a great all-rounder set, as well as a pair of sports earbuds. I am finding that I'm using them at home as well, and enjoying those for home listening as well as for activities and sports. And just for context there, just to, again, compare these to another pair of sports earbuds, the JLab Go Air Sport, you can see there, these are another pair of earhook earbuds, and straight away when I put these on, I can tell that the comfort just isn't the same. So it gives even more kudos to what Soundcore have done with this rotating design. Straight away I'm getting a bit of discomfort on the JLabs. Whilst they are very secure, they're not as comfortable. And then in terms of the rest of the performance on the JLabs, it is a more of a budget product. You have got your free EQ settings. You have got, you know, good touch controls there as well. The case is a lot bulkier because of the air hooks, and that's one of the biggest improvements that Soundcore have made here. You know, the fact that you can swivel those hooks back into place means you've got a nice compact charging case, which isn't usually the case for these sports style earbuds. So overall, I would recommend spending the money for the Soundcores over something like the JLabs. But if you are looking for a super budget option, then these are a good option to consider there. So that wraps things up, guys. This is another exciting product from Soundcore. Really pleased to bring you my review. You know, really good to see something different in terms of the rotating hooks. Big recommendation for me, you know, for if you're into sport, but even just as an everyday pair. Fantastic stuff again from Soundcore. If you're not subscribed, please do so. We've got lots of videos coming up soon. Please do hit that like button if you have enjoyed the review today. Leave me a comment and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And with all that said, let's listen to some call quality samples with the Soundcore Sport X10. This is a call quality test with the Soundcore Sport X10 in a quiet environment. This is a call quality test with the Soundcore Sport X10 in a noisy environment. Testing 1, 2, 3.